On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Chimpanzee.
A small, very intelligent ape found in West and Central Africa with black or brown fur.
Examples:
Chimpanzee behavior. Chimpanzee society. Many zoos have chimpanzee exhibits, allowing visitors to observe these intelligent primates up close.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Windfall.
An unexpected benefit or advantage, especially a large profit or gain.
Examples:
Windfall profit. Reap a windfall. Winning the lottery was an unexpected windfall for him.
Ripe.
Of fruit or crops, fully developed and ready to be eaten or harvested.
Examples:
A ripe old age. Ripe tomato. The fruit was ripe and ready to eat.
Plum.
A small, sweet fruit with juicy flesh and a hard stone in the middle, a desirable or highly valued object, person, or position.
Examples:
Plum pudding. Plum harvest. The farmer proudly displayed his basket of freshly picked plums at the market.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Intoxicate.
Of alcohol or a drug, to make someone lose control of their faculties or behavior.
Examples:
Be intoxicated with success. Intoxicate the person. For him, a glass of wine was an amount of alcohol sufficient to intoxicate.
Odor.
A distinctive or unpleasant smell, a scent or aroma that can be sensed through the sense of smell.
Examples:
Odor control. Pleasant odor. The odor from the trash can was unbearable, so I had to take it out.
Gorge.
A deep narrow valley between hills or mountains, usually with steep sides and a river running through it.
Examples:
Cast the gorge. The gorges of the Yangtze River. We must pass through the narrow gorge with a stream running through it.
Unwitting.
Without purpose or intent.
Examples:
Unwitting victims. An unwitting mistake. His rudeness was unwitting, not intentional.
Ape.
A large animal with long arms, no tail, and usually a lot of body hair, including gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans, and gibbons.
Examples:
Jungle ape. Play the ape. The scientist studied the behavior of apes in the wild.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Harness.
To control and exploit the power of something, especially natural resources that produce energy. Noun, a set of narrow pieces of leather and metal that are used to control or hold in place a person, animal, or object.
Examples:
Harness a horse to a carriage. Put a harness on my pet. People have been exploring ways to harness natural forces and resources since ancient times.
Alcohol.
A clear liquid that can make people drunk and is used in medicines, cleaning products, etc.
Examples:
Stop drinking alcohol. Diluted alcohol. There is a clear association between alcohol consumption and cognitive decline.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
Attract attention. Attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Microscopic.
Tiny, exceedingly precise and detail-oriented, of or used in microscopy.
Examples:
Microscopic inquiry. Microscopic analysis. Inspectors noticed microscopic cracks in the submarine's hull.
Yeast.
A type of fungus that is used in making alcoholic drinks such as beer and wine or to make bread rise.
Examples:
Yeast cell. Yeast-leavened bread. They carefully nurture a yeast fungus used to produce sake.
Compound.
An item composed of two or more distinct elements combined, a chemical formed by the combination of two or more elements.
Examples:
Aquatic compound. Harmful compound. Common salt is a sodium and chlorine compound.
Ethanol.
A colorless, flammable alcohol that is produced by the fermentation of sugars and is commonly used as a fuel, solvent, and in the manufacture of alcoholic beverages.
Examples:
Ethanol plant, ethanol production. The production of ethanol can have environmental benefits if produced from renewable sources.
Beverage.
A drink of any type.
Examples:
Food and beverage. Alcoholic beverages. Bring a snack or beverage to satisfy your appetite.
Fermentation.
The chemical breakdown of a substance by bacteria, yeasts, or other microorganisms, typically involving effervescence and the giving off of the heat.
Examples:
Oxidative fermentation. Fermentation tank. The process of fermentation is used to make beer, wine, and many other products.
Ferment.
To experience a chemical change or action that results in the production of alcohol or effervescence of gases. Noun, a state of agitated activity or change, especially in the context of social or political movements.
Examples:
Ferment sugar into ethanol. Political ferment. The dough was left to ferment overnight to give the bread its distinctive flavor.
Residue.
A substance that remains after a process or reaction, a remnant of something that once existed.
Examples:
Residue after evaporation. Chemical residue. There was a residue of soap in the bottle that wouldn't come out.
Clay.
A natural, earthy material that is made up of very small particles of minerals and can be molded when wet and then fired to produce ceramics.
Examples:
Clay animation. Soft clay ground. The sculptor carefully molded the clay into the desired shape.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Millet.
A tiny seed of any of several annual cereal types of grass used as food, mainly to manufacture flour and to feed birds and animals.
Examples:
Increasing millet harvests. Cooking millet. The primary crop harvested during autumn is millet.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Cereal.
A type of grain used for food, such as wheat, oats, or corn that is typically ground into flour, cooked into porridge, or used to make breakfast cereals.
Examples:
Cereal grain, cold cereal. I always start my morning with a bowl of cereal.
Grain.
Wheat or any other small hard seeds used as a food, a relatively small granular particle of a substance.
Examples:
A grain of sand. Flour made from grain. Ordinary air purifiers cannot adequately remove pollen grains.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Contrast.
To put in opposition, to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Crop.
A plant that is cultivated in large amounts, particularly for food.
Examples:
Crop field. Crop herbicide. Sow early for an early crop.
Hallucinogen.
A substance that produces hallucinations, i.e., perceptions of things that are not present or real, such as LSD, psilocybin, or mescaline.
Examples:
Hallucinogen effects. Take a hallucinogen. Psilocybin is a type of hallucinogen found in some mushrooms.
Herb.
A small plant with aromatic or flavorful leaves used for seasoning or medicinal purposes.
Examples:
Herb garden. Herb spices. Rosemary is a fragrant herb commonly used in cooking.
Cactus.
A plant that typically grows in dry regions and has spiny leaves, stems, and often vibrant flowers.
Examples:
Small cactus. Potted cactus. The hiker got pricked by a cactus needle while walking.
Sap.
To gradually weaken or drain strength, energy, or resources, to undermine or impair someone's confidence or morale.
Examples:
Sap flow. Sap strength. The disease has sapped all his energy, and he can barely get out of bed.
Palm.
The inner surface of the hand from the wrist to the base of the fingers, any plant of the family Palmae having an unbranched trunk crowned by large pinnate or palmate leaves.
Examples:
The palm side of the forearm. Coconut palm trees. This high-performance camera is compact enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Sake.
Purpose, reason for wanting something done.
Examples:
For your own sake. For the sake of argument. He got a new job for the sake of his family.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples:
Average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Latch.
A device for holding a door or gate closed, typically a sliding bar or bolt.
Examples:
Set the latch. Latch mechanism. The latch on the gate was broken, so the cows got loose.
Perceive.
To become aware or conscious of something through the senses.
Examples:
Perceive a threat. Perceive light. Australia is widely perceived as having low levels of corruption.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
The problem of drug abuse. Victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Temperance.
Moderation or restraint, especially in the consumption of alcohol. The movement in the United States and other countries advocating for reduced or eliminated alcohol consumption and temperate behavior.
Examples:
Temperance Society, Temperance Pledge. The temperance movement was a push to ban alcohol consumption in the United States in the early 1900s.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history, Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ, before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Excessive.
Greater than what seems necessary, normal, or desirable.
Examples:
An excessive force. Take excessive care. It would be best if you did not demand such an excessive charge.
Intoxication.
The condition of being affected by alcohol or drugs in a way that impairs mental or physical abilities.
Examples:
Acetone intoxication. Sign of intoxication. He was arrested for driving under the intoxication of alcohol.
Sin.
The offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
Forgive a sin. Sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Byproduct.
A secondary product produced during the manufacturing or processing of another product, often not the intended product but still useful or valuable in some way.
Examples:
Byproduct of manufacturing. Meat byproducts. The soy sauce was a byproduct of the fermentation process in making miso paste.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
Toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Distillation.
The process of purifying or separating components from a liquid mixture by heating and cooling, typically by using a distillation apparatus, the concentration or essence of something.
Examples:
Steam distillation. Alcohol distillation. The process of distillation is used to purify water and other substances.
Arabic.
The Semitic language of the Arab people, widely spoken throughout the Middle East and North Africa, of or relating to Arab peoples, culture, or language.
Examples:
Arabic cuisine. Arabic language. I'm studying Arabic calligraphy as part of my art class.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Vaporize.
To convert a substance into vapor or gas, often by heating or applying intense pressure. To disappear or become dispersed as if by evaporating. To destroy or eliminate completely.
Examples:
vaporize nicotine, vaporize into thin air. The heat caused the water to vaporize into steam.
Temperature:
the degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
extreme temperatures, the atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Vapor:
a mass of tiny liquid drops in the air.
Examples:
alcohol vapor, water vapor in the atmosphere. Clouds form when water vapor rises to the upper atmosphere.
Capture:
to catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
capture a glimpse, capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Concentration:
the ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
concentration of armaments, his research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Spirit:
the part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
spirit and the letter of the law, an indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Medicinal:
of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
medicinal chemistry, traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Commodity:
a product or a raw material that can be traded, bought, or sold.
Examples:
commodity tax, international commodity. The government announced a policy to control the rise in commodity prices.
Spoil:
to ruin the taste, appearance, or quality of something, to become or cause something to become rotten or bad.
Examples:
spoil a person's sport, spoil the surprise. If you leave the milk out of the refrigerator for too long, it will spoil.
Rum:
a distilled alcoholic beverage made from sugarcane or molasses, often aged and typically with a sweet, rich, or spicy flavor.
Examples:
rum cocktail, spiced rum. The rum and the pina colada gave the drink its signature kick.
Harvest:
yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
a scanty harvest, reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
Plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Staple.
Important, basic, or essential to something or someone, forming an integral part of a particular diet or industry.
Examples:
Staple commodities. Staple ingredient. Rice is a staple food in many Asian countries.
Brandy.
An alcoholic beverage made by distilling wine and aging it in oak barrels, typically has a higher alcohol content and a stronger flavor than wine.
Examples:
Brandy distillery. Brandy cocktail. I love the taste of brandy, especially on a cold winter night.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Exploration.
The activity of searching and finding out about something through a place.
Examples:
Future of space exploration. An Arctic exploration. He called for a careful exploration of the consequences.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Bucket.
An open container with a handle made of metal or plastic, often used for carrying liquids.
Examples:
Bucket list. Bucket of golf balls. She filled a bucket with water and carried it back to the house.
Barrel.
A large round container made of wood, metal, or plastic, with flat ends and, usually, curved sides, one of several units of volume.
Examples:
A barrel of beer. $30 a barrel. One rotten apple spoils the whole barrel.
Preservative.
Used to preserve or protect something, especially food or other perishable items, from decay or spoilage, tending to prevent or delay change or deterioration.
Examples:
Preservative-free. Natural preservative. The preservative chemicals in packaged foods have been a cause of concern for many health experts.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Buzz.
To make a continuous, low humming sound such as the one bee makes, an exciting and active atmosphere.
Examples:
The buzz of a cicada. Buzz marketing. I heard the buzz of conversation from the next room.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.